let's begin. Give me one moment. So I'm going to share the screen of my phone. So hopefully this works. Let me know. Hopefully you should now see what looks like an iPhone screen. And if I swipe it back and forth, it should hopefully show you. Swipe. Might be on a little bit of a delay, but hopefully it will show up for you. Okay. So let me know if for some reason the iPhone screen doesn't move for anybody else, but it should hopefully be moving just on a little bit of a delay. So I'm actually going to start off. We're talking about the App Store on your phone. So on mine, it's actually in the folder, but it'll always be on the home screen of your phone, and it is the App Store, main App Store for the iPhone is the blue icon, and it has like 3 lines that kind of form an A. That is the App Store for the iPhone. And when you open it up, usually I had it already open, but usually when you open it up, it goes to what they call the Today screen or the main screen. And you'll see it says today, the date, and it has a little icon in the upper right, which will take you to your account information. But this is the page it usually opens up on when you open your App Store. And it will give you like a rundown of what's like the most popular for the day. Other what they consider app essentials. So you'll see here it has some streaming apps and some social media apps. And so you'll see right here actually 3 different icons on the right. One looks like a cloud. It has a little arrow pointing down. One says open, and one says get. Those are going to be like 3 different icons you'll see throughout the App Store, indicating if you have the app already or not. So for the first one, if it's a little cloud with an arrow pointing down, that means you've had the app before and you just took it off your phone for some reason. Maybe you didn't have enough space for it, or you realize you really didn't use the app much. So that means you can get the app again without having to pay for it if you've paid for it before. If it says open, that means you already have the app on your phone. It's already downloaded, and so you can just open the app from there. And then the next one, get, that means you do not have the application, you have not had it before, but it's a free to download app. So for example, here we have the Crunchyroll and the Disney Plus. They're free to download, but then those apps require a subscription to stream from them, because those are 2 streaming apps. Otherwise, if it has like a price next to it, say it says like $1.99 or something like that, that means you do not have it, but you have to pay to download it. And then it has other suggestions here, which are some games or something like that, things they've highlighted. This is all just suggestions from the App Store. And this kind of just continues on forever because it keeps refreshing what it has. So this day screen, you can scroll this forever pretty much. But then if you look at the bottom of the screen where it says today, which we're on, there's also games, apps, arcade, and search. So I'll go through these one by one. And so you see it says games, and again it has my able to get to my account on the top right there. And you can see underneath games also has the games categories, that's the word, sorry. Different categories for games. So if you're looking for specific types of games that you want, say you want trivia games, you can click on that and it will show you different trivia games, free ones, paid ones, then even by words if you like word games. Those are down there. And you also see at the bottom of this, it says redeem, send gift, and add money to account. That's if, redeem specifically, if someone has given you like a card with money for the App Store. You can find those at, like your local grocery store with all the kiosks of like gift cards and stuff. You'll find them on there. If someone has sent you one and you want to know how to redeem it, you would click on redeem. And you can either use the camera on your phone or you can enter the code manually. Usually I enter the code manually. And then you would just type in the code and the redeem would light up. You would hit that and it would automatically put that money onto your account. You can also send a gift to someone that way, and you would select the amount and you have to tell who you're sending it to via email. You can even have a message on there and you could send it to someone via that way. Or you can also add money to your account. This would be from like a credit card. So you would say how much you want to put on your account via that way. Let's go back to the main games page. Here, again, it gives suggestions of like popular games and stuff like that. You can just scroll through that endlessly pretty much. Again, must play games. It would even give suggestions based on your most recent downloads. Other arcade games, popular games, stuff like that. And again, this can kind of just refresh endlessly this page. So you can look through that. And then we have apps. So these are different types of apps here. We have travel, finance, productivity, utilities, business, lifestyle, shopping, entertainment, social networking, a whole bunch of different categories at the top there. And again, it lists what it considers must-have apps, top free apps, dating apps, so a whole bunch of different categories. And again, this will kind of just scroll endlessly. So let's try news apps up here. It'll give you some essential news apps, finance, stuff like that, top free ones and top paid ones. So again, yes, if it has a price next to it, that means it is a paid app. You have to pay just to download it. And you will see some of them, for example, the good links here in the Reddit up here. You'll see underneath it, it will say in-app purchases. So there are like either ads or features they have to pay for. So always be careful. Some of those, even if they are free to download, they will have sometimes in-app purchases. And again, the redeem, send, gift, and money at the bottom of the page here. In arcade, these are again more games, but these are games that have no in-app purchases and no ads in them. But this is a trial or a subscription-based service. So I'd only recommend this if you are truly playing on your game a lot, but a lot of people do not do that. So yes, these are free to download, but you have to have the arcade subscription. And then the last feature down in the bottom right here is the search. So if there's an app specifically you are looking for, so let's say some people like to have Facebook on their phone, you can just search that up, and you'll see it's the second one here. Be careful because sometimes the App Store still has ads at the top of the page, just like sometimes when you Google search or stuff like that, there's ads sometimes at the top of the page. But it will say ad right underneath it here. You see where the TikTok says videos, music, and live streams, but right underneath that is an ad. So always be careful because sometimes those ads are not always what they seem. But you'll see here, this is what I was actually looking for, Facebook, and it says open because I already have the app. But you can click on where it says Facebook, and this will give you a breakdown of the app more before you want to learn more about the app before you download it to your phone. So it gives you a little description here, the ratings, the age suggestion for it, where it is on the charts apparently, the developer of the app. If you click on that, that will tell you more what that developer made, other apps that developer made, what language it's in, the size requirement on your phone. Here, what's new, it tells you like the most recent updates it's done. Here it gives you a little preview, so here's a little video of it, but there's also pictures of what you can do on it, what devices it can go on. So it tells you what it looks like on the iPhone, on the iPad, on the Apple TV. And here's even more of a description of it, so you can read how it's being rated, reviews of it. If you have downloaded the app, you yourself can even write a review. But you do have to have the app downloaded for you to be able to write a review because it doesn't even want you reviewing things you haven't tried out. If you need app support, you can click here. Here's some also about more about the app privacy, and it tells you what kind of stuff it may track on the app. And then more information about the app. Again, how much space you need for size, what category it is. Even lets you know if it will work on your device, because not all apps always work on the device. If you have an older device, some newer apps might not work, but it lets you know if you are compatible with it. So here specifically for Facebook, you have to have iOS 13.4 or later. And right now they're on like 17.5 or something like that. It does let you know that there are the possibility of some in-app purchases. So for example, for Facebook, there's like Facebook Marketplace. So yes, you are buying stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And then here it will take you to other places like the developer website, more about the privacy policy. If you have a problem. And then here at the bottom even shows you again other apps by this developer. And then if you get this app, then here are some other suggested apps that might be similar to it. So that is the breakdown. Obviously each app page is going to be different depending on the app, but they are more or less laid out about the same. And then if you decide that you like the app, you would hit get. Right now I already have it, so it just says open, but you would click on it and it would, depending on how you have it set up, it may ask for your password or something, or Face ID scan if you have it set up that you want the App Store to double check to make sure that you actually want to get the app. So that's the search. And then again, I was going to show on a lot of the pages. There we go. On a lot of the pages, in the upper right, right now mine says CV because that's my initials, but you're able to access your account just by clicking on that, and it'll give you a little summary of what you're signed into. Any apps you have on right now, or your history of how many apps you've had, purchase history. See, right now it's asking for the password. See the purchase history. I'll cancel that for now. Also notifications. If you want any notifications for about new features or recommendations and offers, you can have that on if you want. I have that off right now. And again, here's also where you could, again, redeem the gift card or code, send a gift card by email, or add money to your account. You would just click on them. And again, you see, you can redeem the gift card or code by using your camera or entering the code manually. You can also have more personalized recommendations by probably look at like different apps and games that you've downloaded before. And here also at the bottom gives you a nice little summary of what's been updated recently, especially if you have updates going on in the background, so you can see when different apps were updated and what happened in the updates. And then you just hit done in the upper right if you're all done. And that is the App Store. Again, if you have any questions throughout the class, you can put chat questions right here. Okay. In case you have any questions throughout the class, I will try to get to them to my best of my ability. But then I'll also go now into the iTunes Store, which again we'll use like if you get a gift card from somebody for the App Store. You can work in the App Store or it can work in the iTunes Store. And iTunes is for music, movies, and TV shows that you can keep on your phone. It standardly opens up in the music because iTunes was originally just for music, but then throughout the years it also became for movies and TV shows. So it will, again, up at the top here, you can see it's kind of scrolling through automatically. New music. Also below it, again, new music that has recently come out on iTunes. You can also, here it has a little ad for, it says, check out Apple Music. Again, that is a paid subscription, like radio. So if anyone has like Sirius radio in their car or something like that, it's very similar. Apple Music, it's a paid subscription to listen to like radio stations that play different things. But otherwise, you can also have just iTunes, which is just for downloading music. And here you can see the 69-cent hits. These are probably the cheapest single tracks in iTunes. Otherwise, they have just different recommendations. You can see today's hits, albums at a great price, things like that. They even have pre-orders, so music that is not out yet but is able to pre-order Christian and gospel releases. So they just have a different variety. And again, this kind of just scrolls until you reach the bottom here. And again, there's some quick little links here. They have the try Apple Music for 1 month free, but then you have to pay for it. Different audio, music, recent releases, pre-orders, essential albums, things like that. But then you'll see at the very bottom here 3 different things: the redeem, the send gift, and again the Apple ID, which will give you just info and even allow you to sign out if you want to sign out of iTunes. You can just say cancel. But again, redeem, that is to redeem the gift card or code. And again, the send gift, which you're allowed to send a certain amount of money to the email, somebody's email. And here also at the bottom, you can see terms and the conditions where you can read all that. But if you notice at the top here, which is very nice that it stays at the top, there's the genres featured, charts, and you see 3 little lines that just stays at the top no matter where you are on the page. So you can either search by genres. If you click on it, it'll show up for you. There you go. So right now it's on all genres, but you can go through and find your favorite genre, whether maybe it's Christian or classical or comedy, rock, soundtracks worldwide. So you have lots of different ones. But let's say I want to look at classical. So it'll show you all different popular classical soundtracks and albums. So you can just scroll through that. Let's say maybe I'm not feeling classical right now. Maybe I'm feeling holiday, Christmas in July. So you can always have your Christmas albums up if you want. Or maybe I'm not feeling that. Maybe I'm feeling soundtracks today. So it'll tell you the most popular soundtracks that are out right now. So you can just do all those, or you can say all genres. From here, it will show just featured. If I click on charts, it'll tell you the top of the charts right now for all genres. But maybe I want to see the top of the charts for jazz right now. So that's all time top of the charts. I'm not surprised that Sinatra's on there. Or you can do that. So that's for music. And you'll see the 3 lines in the top right here. I'll click on that. And this is where you can have your wish list. So maybe I don't have the money right now for something, but I know I want to get it later. Maybe I'm waiting for someone to send me a gift card or something like that. So you can click on albums and songs, and any that you have wish listed will show up here. Anything that's been searched by Siri will show up here. And things that I've already listened to, so they call them previews. So when you're searching songs, I'll show that in a second. When you're searching songs, you can listen to a snippet of a song before you purchase it. It will only play maybe 20 to 30 seconds. So this is saved all the things that I have listened to before. Maybe I bought them, maybe I didn't, but I listened to them. And so it saved which ones I've listened to. And I think it will only save it for a certain amount of time, because this is not all the ones I've throughout my time. So I would say I feel like it keeps it for maybe a couple months or so, and then it will clear the previews. Or I can clear it here as well if I don't want it to remember all this. So let's say here, I will preview this. So I click on it and it will tell me some information about this album. So it tells me the title, who is it by, how much it is, when this was released on iTunes. Gives you a review of it, and within each song tells you how long it is, how popular it is, and in the 3rd column there, and the price if I wanted to just buy individual songs.
In the blue.
There you go. I don't know if you heard that. But then if you just click on it, it will play you a little preview of it. I'll turn that down. Maybe it was a little loud. If you click on it, it will play a little preview again, about 20 to 30 seconds.
In the blue. Once I get you up there.
Sure. And then if I click on it again, it will stop it. But you should have seen, hopefully, that there was a little timer that kind of showed up on the left side. That will tell you how much of a preview you have. You can listen to the preview as many times as you want, but it will only be, again, that 30 seconds of a song. So that's the preview. And now if I go to my preview, it should show, yep, that I've listened to that before now. And so we'll save that for a little while. So that is music. You'll see also on the bottom, there's also the movies, the TV shows, search and more. Movies. You can see here, movies, purchases have been moved. So I have to go to the store, continue. So here, you can see now these are movies and stuff you can download, and TV you can download to your device. Depending on what you download, again, you do have to buy it. And depending on what you download, you will also want to probably make sure that your device has enough space for it, because movies and stuff like that can take up a lot of space. But this gives you options to either buy or rent them. If you buy it, it's a one-time purchase and it will download to your device and it will stay on your device. Renting will allow you to keep it for a small amount of time, and then it will automatically take it off of your device. See, yeah, at the bottom here, it tells you if you rent, you have 30 days to watch it, or at least for this one. It may vary depending on what you rent. But give you a little summary of the movie or TV show, trailers, things that may be related to it, how you can watch, you can buy, rent, or you can get it on Prime Video if you have Prime Video. Gives you who is in it, if it comes in any bundles. But here, since it's a series, it comes in a bundle. It gives you information of runtime, who made it, any accessibility features it has. It's here. Yeah. And gives you some ratings. It should let you know otherwise, though, if you do not have enough space. Also at the top there, I just wish list it there. Now it has a check mark on it. Or if it's a plus, you can wish list it. So that is some information there. Okay, yes. So they have moved. Also, yeah, they have moved some of the movies and TV shows from iTunes to what they call Apple TV Now app. They'll automatically take you there. Same for TV shows. It is now moved to the Apple TV device or app, which again is free to download, but it does require, it does have some subscriptions to it. Here they even have movies for a good deal or in Prime. Things like that. Going back to the iTunes app, so we don't jump around too much. Here is also the search function. Again, you can, if you know the title of the movie, TV show, or music album that you need, you can search it up there and it will take you to that page. Here at the bottom right is the more function. And here is also, you can purchase ringtones for your phone if you so choose, or sound effects. They are paid though. Here also underneath that is the purchased. So I'll give you a history of the different music that you've purchased. When it loads up, there you go. And it will do it by artist. And also previous downloads, if you have any active downloads. So that is the iTunes store. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, you can put your questions in the chat. I will show it again. Just click on that box and you can type in your questions there. But otherwise, I'm going to go back now to the Apple TV app. Okay, so you can see it here. It has like black logo icon with the Apple logo and TV. See on the bottom, there's the home, Apple TV Plus, store, library, and search. The home kind of just shows you recommended movies and TV, specifically, some of them specifically to Apple TV, which again is a subscription-based service, but has like TV shows and movies that are specifically only on that premiere on Apple TV. You can even watch the premieres for free, but if you want to watch any of the other episodes in the TV shows, you have to then pay for Apple TV. But otherwise, there is some movies and TV that do not require Apple TV. You just have to pay once to download them. Library is going to show what you already have purchased on your phone, or what you purchased before, and you probably have them downloaded on your device. So you can see here, I can only have 2, but you would click on them and it would show you the episodes, and you would be able to download them if you want to your device. There we go. Otherwise, again, you can search in the bottom right if you know what TV show or movie you're looking for. Otherwise, they have the genres down here. And again, in the upper right, you can get to your account. You can manage your subscriptions from here if you want to either get Apple TV or cancel your Apple TV. You can manage them from there. Again, you can redeem gift cards and add money. You can even clear your play history from what you watch from your devices if you want. And they also have things for syncing your sports. Otherwise, you can hit done. And those are stores I was going to go through today. But I'll go into just general settings on your phone in just a moment. I'll give everyone a minute in case they have any questions or you need me to explain something again. Just let me know. But otherwise, I will go into settings for your iPhone. It is on my screen, it's the icon that's kind of gray and has like the 3 gears, one within another. You also see mine has one notification on it, and so it has the little red number 1 on it. But you click on it, open it. This is main settings page that opens. And you will see right at the top there, they have a search bar. So if there's something in particular you're trying to look for, let's say you need like text larger, you'll see right here, larger text. It even tells you how to get to it, so you know for next time. It's under accessibility, display, text size, and larger text. So you can just click on it from here, and it will take you to it. You click on it, make it larger, either by clicking that button at the top there, so it turns green, so you can see. If it's green, that means it's on. If it's gray, that means it's off. But otherwise, you can also change the text size just by doing the little scroll bar at the bottom there. Let's go back to cancel. And you will see here at the top is my account information. If I click on it, it gives me some options to look at more stuff. So you can see personal information, sign in security, your different payments saved to your phone, any subscriptions, how much space your iCloud has, your media and purchases, Find My Phone, which is very important. It's not connected to the Find My Phone is very nice for if you ever lose your phone. This is an option to help find your phone again. You would need to have Share My Location on though for that to work. You also have family sharing if you have a family plan. And right at the bottom there, you can see my name, Christina's iPhone. This is this iPhone 13 Pro. This gives you, make sure iPhone on, iCloud backup. Gives you some information about your phone number, which iPhone type you have, what version of iOS you're on, which is very good, so you can know if you're up to date. This is just your own personal info. So yeah, and sign on in security is where you can change your password. Underneath that, you can see I could set up Apple TV if I wanted to. And this also, I have not set up the Face ID for that, so it doesn't open by scanning my face. I still just have to punch in the numbers. Right here, the top is airplane mode. So when they ask you on the airplane to switch your phone to airplane mode, that's where you can do it real fast. Just go to settings and hit that. So it's green and then it's in airplane mode. Underneath that, lets me know which Wi-Fi I'm currently connected to. If I could click on that and I could see all the Wi-Fi's in my area that I can connect to. If it has a lock to it, that means it requires a password. If it does not, that means it's a free Wi-Fi you can access. Right at the bottom there is also where they have the auto join hotspot if you have a hotspot. Underneath that is Bluetooth. So if you have Bluetooth enabled devices, make sure that's on so you can see the Bluetooth enabled devices. Cellular is where you can turn on and off your cellular data. So you want to make sure what type of plan you're on with your phone provider. Because some plans have a limited amount of cellular data per month and others do not. So you want to make sure with your phone provider which one you have. Also, this is not on every phone because my provider is AT&T, but our plan has Wi-Fi calling, so you can make phone calls via Wi-Fi if you in an area that does not have great cellular service. And here also it breaks down your cellular data like per month usually, how much you've used for that month and stuff like that. And you can even turn on and off which apps you want to use cellular data while you're maybe not connected to a Wi-Fi. So maybe there are some apps that you don't want to use. They may maybe use up a lot of data. You can turn them off and they will not work when you're not connected to a Wi-Fi. This here again is not on every phone depending on your provider, but you can make your phone a personal hotspot for like maybe your laptop or something. But you would have to turn it on here. Here is notifications. You can have your notifications display in different ways. If you want, you can have just how many accounts, so just how many notifications you've had. They can stack on one top of another, or they can be listed. You can have it set, they will show a preview of the notification. And then here by app, you can set up the notifications by app. So for example, if there are some apps you don't want notifying you all the time, maybe it's a social media or just an app that runs in the background or a game or something like that, you can have it that the notification is off. So only give you notifications once you've opened that app and gone into that app. Otherwise, notifications will be off for it. And then other ones, for example, messages, we usually want those notifications on for text messages. So I can have them at critical or time sensitive notifications are always on, and make sure the allow notifications are on. Otherwise, if it's gray, the notifications are off. And then I can have it that the notification though only shows up for a little bit temporary and then it goes away. And the notification alert sound, I can have it shown while in my car, so CarPlay. So things like that. But then, yeah, if it's off, then it'll just be off like this and it won't have all those settings. Here we go. And you can also always make sure, got to have that on. Government alerts, so you can have those on or off. Sound and haptics, again, this is for your ringtones and alerts and stuff like that. So you can have them really loud or sorry. I always forget it starts playing when you move that. But this is where you can set your ringtone. So they standardly just come with some general ones. Then otherwise, if you purchase one from the iTunes store, or if you made some of your own, they will show up here. And then you can also again have different text alerts, alerts for new voicemails, new emails, calendar alerts, reminder alerts, other alerts like that. You can even have your keyboard play sounds while you're typing, so you can make sure that you've pressed each letter correctly. Or you can have it off. You can also have your lock sound when you lock your phone on or off. Other headphone audio. So when you have the headphones on, make sure it's not too loud. Things like that. Underneath that is a newer thing called Focus. So if say you're at work or, it's nighttime, you're trying to sleep, you can have different focuses set up for do not disturb, sleep, personal work, like that. And you can just hit turn on that focus, and so it will limit what notifications you get. Do not disturb. You should not be able to get any notifications at all. And I even set up a schedule here, so I do not get any notifications between that time because I'm trying to sleep. Screen time will also let you know how much, if you set this up, how much you've been using your phone and looking at your screen and stuff like that. So you can try to limit how much screen time you get. Also have general settings. Again, this will give you more information about your phone, and software update also lets you know if you are up to date. I am. Otherwise, it will let you know that maybe there is an update your phone needs to do, and you can set up a time or do it right then to update your phone. Or you also have warranty and stuff like that, iPhone storage. But you also have what they call AirDrop, which is very nice. So if any of your other friends or family have an iPhone, you can automatically send them pictures and shouldn't lose any of the quality of the photo. But here you can have it set up who can give you files and stuff via AirDrop. I usually have it only on contacts only. We do have to be in the same room, the same Wi-Fi. Otherwise, if you say everyone for 10 minutes, anyone who's on that Wi-Fi can send you something. Or you can have receiving off, which means no one can send you anything at that time. So if you have it has a check mark next to it, that means that's what's selected at the moment. Other thing very nice right here, iPhone storage. I'll take a moment. Here we go. This will let you know how much space you have on your phone. So if you're ever wondering how much space you have or wondering why you can't get that one more photo or one more video on your phone, you can always check here and make sure you have enough space for it. And it even breaks down by color different things that are taking up space. So right now I have quite a applications and photos are taking up the most space on my phone. Then I have music, messages, podcasts, the software itself, iOS, and the system data. And here again, it can even breaks down which apps are taking up the most space. So right now I have 43 gigabytes of photos. And then here, and then you can also go through. Well, here you can hit show all, and that will go through all the apps that you have. If you find there's something maybe that is taking up space and you don't really use it anymore, you can either offload the app, which will save it in your iCloud, and it will save all data on it, so you won't lose anything. Or you can delete the app, which will delete all the data related to it. So that's mostly important for like games and stuff. Because if I just delete the game, it will not save any, it will delete all of my progress or whatever in that game. But if I offload it, it should save my spot in the game. That's iPhone storage. There's also date and time, keyboard, fonts, language, and dictionary. And there's also VPN. And there's also transfer or reset an iPhone. Only click that if you're getting a new iPhone. Otherwise, don't do that. It'll reset your phone. And then there's also shutdown. So that's just for turning off the phone. If you rather do that instead of doing the usual holding the two side buttons to turn it off and then swiping off, you can hit shutdown, and that will give you the option to turn off your iPhone that way. We also have the control center. That is for selecting which icons are in the control center. If you do not know what the control center is, I will show you real fast. When you swipe down from the top right of your iPhone, you will see these icons appear. That is another just quick way to get to some of the icons or quick settings. You will see in the top left, there is the plane, which again is for airplane mode. So that's another fast way to get to airplane mode. There is cellular data, which is the green one. The blue one with the 3 lines is the Wi-Fi. And then the one that kind of looks like a bee, that is Bluetooth. In the top right there, that's letting me know that I'm screen sharing my phone right now to the computer. The one that is a lock that kind of has a circle around it, that is screen lock, which if you do that, if you flip like your phone to the side when you're doing like that, usually you know how the screen like flips with it. If you have the screen lock on, it will not flip the phone, flip the screen. Right next to that, which is 2 squares, that lets me know I'm mirroring right now. I'm mirroring my screen to my computer right now. Underneath that, which with the crescent moon, it says focus. That is where you can turn focus on. So I can click on do not disturb, sleep, personal work. Once you have those set up, those will work. But do not disturb is always, you can always just click that and it will work. So that will right now make sure I do not get any notifications on my phone. Next to that with the sun is screen brightness. It doesn't really show up right now on the mirroring, but shows up on my phone. That will adjust how bright your display is right now. And right next to that is the volume. It says Apple TV right now because I have that open, but that is the volume for your device. And then underneath that, there is the flashlight icon, which will turn on your flashlight, timer, which will bring up the timers, and you can set a timer real fast from there. Bring this back on. We also have the calculator, so I'll bring up the calculator, and then the camera, which will bring up your camera, and you can use the camera from there. So again, that is if you swipe down from the top right of your phone. The top left will bring up any notifications that you have. Right now, I don't have any notifications. So yeah, swiping down from the top left will pull up any notifications you might have. There you go. And swiping up from the bottom, that's where you can see all the apps that you have open. So right now you can see I have lots of lovely apps open. So Control Center, you can select which apps will show up when you swipe down from the top right. Right now I have flashlight, timer, calculator, and camera. But you can also have accessibility shortcuts if you need more accessibility shortcuts. You can have the alarm. If you have an Apple TV, you can just have the Apple TV remote right on your phone. They have a QR code scanner, dark mode, guided access, hearing accessibilities, home if you have a smart home. They also have low power mode, so you can turn on low power mode right from there. Magnifier if you need a magnifier. What they call music recognition. So if you're someplace and you hear a song that's playing, but you don't remember what the title or the song artist, you can pull that up and the AI will listen to it and will tell you what song you're hearing. You can also have notes, quick notes, screen recording, sound recognition, stopwatch, text size, voice memos, and your wallet. So if you want to have some credit cards saved to your phone, you can have them in wallet. So that's Control Center. We are coming up towards the end. So I'm going to see what more I can get through. Also, if there's any questions you have had, again, feel free to put them in the chat. Or if there's anything I've touched on, but you need a refresher or need re-explaining, let me know again in the chat here. Okay, so let me go through this real fast. Again, App Store. You can have notifications and cellular data turn on and off here. But here is also where you can set up the updates. So you can either have app downloads. So you can automatically install free and paid apps maybe you purchased on another device. So it'll automatically put them on your new device or different device. App updates. You can have updates automatically install whenever they happen. So you don't have to go into the App Store every day and make sure that there's an update. And ask you the update, it will just automatically do it for you. In-app content, automatically run apps in the background to download content before you first launch them. So if they have any downloads or updates, again, if they need it, it'll automatically do it for you. Also, if you want cellular data to be used while doing automatic updates or downloads, you can turn that on or off here. Video autoplay in the App Store, I have it off right now, because otherwise, while I was showing you the App Store earlier, it would have automatically started playing all the trailers on that home screen, and that would have been a lot. So I have that off. In-app ratings and reviews, have that on so you can are allowed to do ratings and reviews. And right now, offload unused apps, I have that off because otherwise, if you don't use an app for a little while, I may automatically offload it off your phone, and I didn't want that to happen. And here at the bottom is where you can read more about privacy and stuff for the App Store. While in Apple Pay is where you can set up credit cards on your phone. Passwords. Again, it's going to ask for your code. And then this is where you can have safe passwords on your phone if you want to. This is for mail emails. Again, whether you want notifications on or off, and whether to use cellular data while using your email. And this is just like organization for the email and stuff. There's also phone and messages here. Again, where you can set up notifications for that. And you can have iMessage on or off. iMessage is usually good to have in case you're not connected to a Wi-Fi. It will use wireless data, send messages. Or if you're not connected to cell service. Things like that. Here is also where you can set up your TV provider. And here is also each individual app may have settings. So that is where you can look into that. So that is, oh, and also one other thing. It's good to set up emergency SOS because not everyone knows about this. Here, it lets you know emergency SOS in case you're ever in a situation. Press and hold the side button and the volume button to make an emergency call. In certain regions, you may need to specify emergency service to dial. And also make sure you have a SIM card, but most phones have a SIM card in it. And here is also where you can set up emergency contacts in case anything ever happens. You would hit the edit emergency contacts. Oh, in health. And it will open the health app for you. And you can set up which contacts on your phone are your emergency numbers. So, in case anything happens and for some reason you're unresponsive, the first responders, when they look at your phone, say you're in the lock screen, it's gonna lock for a second. And when you unlock, it should have the emergency option in the bottom left corner. And they can click on it and they will show your emergency contacts. So they can get to your emergency contacts without having to unlock your phone, which is very nice. So that is in the emergency SOS part of the settings. So unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today. But hopefully you were able to learn maybe just a tidbit of information about the iPhone. I would like to thank everybody for coming. And about that. There we go. So thank you all for coming. I did record this, so in case you ever want to look at this class again, it will be uploaded on our YouTube page, Pale Sites Public Library on YouTube. To search that up, and it will be in our videos. So again, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you again very soon.